Labarinmu ya fara ne a ƙasar Indiya. Ana ruwa sosai a rana. Wata budurwa mai suna Siya tana tsaye tana jin daɗin ruwan sama. Tana kallon sama tana murmushi. Lokacin da ruwan ya tsaya, sai ta ce, "Ya ruwan sama, me yasa ka daina?" A wannan lokaci Ronnie yana kallonta daga gefe. Ya yi mamakin yadda take magana da ruwan sama. Sai ya fara dariya yana zolayarta. Da ta juyo ta ganshi yana kallonta, sai ta ce, "Ka gama kallon na kuwa?" Ronnie ya ce, "A'a, ina jiran ki yi shiru ne domin in yi magana da ruwan ma." Ta gane yana yi mata wasa, sai ta ce ya bar ta kafin ya tafi. Direban jirgin ƙasa ya taka burki kwasam. Jirgin ya girgiza. Su biyu suka buge juna. Ta rungume shi ba tare da ta shirya ba. Ronnie ya tsaya cak, zuciyarsa ta fara bugawa da sauri. Na ɗan lokaci ya manta da komai. Sai ta tura hannunsa ta bar wurin. Ta koma ta zauna kusa da mahaifiyarta. Da Ronnie ya sauka a tashar, ya sake hangota a cikin jirgin. Ya aika mata da sumba ta iska. Ta ji kunya ta yi dariya. Da ta sauka ta ce masa, "Ko kana tunanin zan so ka ne?" Ya ce, "Eh, za ki so ni. Wannan farkon labari ne." A zuciyarta kuwa, tuni soyayya ta fara shiga, amma ta bar shi ta tafi. A tashar akwai wani mutum mai suna Ragav, shugaban 'yan daba ne. Ya ga Siya, nan take ya kamu da santa. Ronnie ya sake hawa jirgin saboda ita. Jirgin ya fara tafiya. Siya ta ce masa mahaifiyarta ya sauka bai dawo ba. Ronnie ya fito da sauri domin nema. Sai ta ga mahaifiyarta yana cikin jirgin. Ta kira Ronnie, amma ya yi latti. Ya fadi a ƙasa. Jirgin ya tafi. Dukkansu suka ji bakin ciki. Bayan haka, an nuna mana makarantar koyar fasahar yaƙi ta Shaolin. Mahaifin Ragav ne shugaban makarantar. Ragav malami ne a can. Washe gari, Ronnie ya zo makaranta. Dalibai suna yin yoga tare da malami. Ronnie ya katse su. Ya ce yana da wasiƙa daga mahaifinsa. Mun gano cewa mahaifin Ronnie da malamin abokai ne. Wasiƙar ta ce, "Idan kana karanta wannan, to ni na riga na rasu. Ina roƙonka ka kula da ɗana Ronnie, domin shi saurayi ne mai sakice. Yana son faɗa kawai." Malami ya duba Ronnie, ya tambaye shi shekarunsa. Ya ce 23. Malami ya ce shi yana da 68. Ronnie ya yi masa ba'a. Malami ya buge shi ya jefa shi kasa. Ya kunyata shi a gaban dalibai. Ronnie ya ce ba ya faɗa da tafaffi. Malami ya ce ba za ka iya ba. Ya sake jefa shi ƙasa. Ya ce masa, "Ka kwanta bayan na kwanta. Ka tashi bayan na tashi." Ronnie ya shiga ɗaki. Ya ga babu komai. Gado kawai tabarma ce a ƙasa. Babu jin daɗi, babu sanyi, babu firija. An gaya masa shi zai rika dafa wa ɗalibai abinci. Ɗalibai suna shirin gasar taron kwale-kwale. A gasar, Ragav yana fafatawa. Siya tana kallonsa. Ragav ya yi nasara, amma yana neman Siya da ido. Ta riga ta tafi gari. A hanya, Ronnie da Siya sun wuce kusa da juna. Ba su ga juna ba. Sai aka fara ruwan sama. Siya ta yi farin ciki. Ronnie ya ganta. Ya ce mata, "Me ki kuma?" Ta ce, "Na yi baƙin ciki da ka rasa jirgi." Ya ce, "Na rasa shi da gangani. Me zan yi a jirgi babu kyawayyar yarinya?" Ta yi dariya ta tafi. Yana biye da ita, yana cewa duk lokacin da ya ganta, sai an yi ruwa sama. Ya ce kaddararsu da ya ce. Daga nan, soyayyarsu ta fara girma. Ta ba shi zobinta, ta ce kada ya rasa. Ronnie ya fara horon da gaske. Ya gane duk aikin da yake yi a makaranta hora ne. Ya zama mai sauri, mai ƙarfi, ya fi sauran ɗalibai. Ragav ya fara kishi. Malami ya yaba wa Ronnie. Ya rungume shi. Wata rana, Mahaifin Siya ya ga zobinsa a hannun Ronnie. Ya gane yana son diyarta. Ya je ya sanar da Raghav. Raghav ya yi barazana kashe Ronnie. Malami ya ce soyayya ba tilaska ba ce. Raghav ya fusata. Ya sa guma a abincin mahaifinsa. Ya kashe mahaifinsa. Ya saci ƙaramin yaro Subbu domin ya ja hankalin Ronnie. Ronnie ya fusata. Ya yi fada da ‘yan Raghav. Ya dako su sosai. Raghav ya zo ya yi artabu da Ronnie. Ya fi shi ƙarfi a lokacin. Ya ce shi zai aure Siya. Ronnie ya ce Siya tana son sa. Bayan rasuwar malamin, an kama Ronnie da laifi na karya dokoki. Raghav ne ya shirya komai. Siya ta kasa yarda da Ronnie. Ronnie ya yanke shawarar tafiya. Ya ce idan tana son shi, ta zo tashar jirgi. Ba ta zo ba saboda maƙircin mahaifinta. Bayan haka, Raghav ya sace Siya zuwa Thailand. Kowa ya kasa taimakon mata. Sai aka nemi Ronnie. Ronnie ya zo Thailand. Ya shiga gasar fada. Ya dako fitacciyan dambe da motsi guda. Ya fara lalata tsaron Raghav. Ya gano inda Siya take. Ya shiga asibiti ya cance ta. Suka gudu tare. A Cisiri sun bayyana gaskiya da juna. Sun sake soyayya. Amma Raghav ya sake kama su. An buge Ronnie har an jefa shi cikin ruwa. Kowa ya dauka ya rasu. Amma bai mutu ba. Ya dawo kamar zakin mai fushi. Ya dako duk masu tsaro. Ya kashe Yang mashahurin mai kisa ne. Da Karshe ya fuskanci Raghav. Sun yi fada mai tsanani. Ronnie ya tuna darasin malami. Ya yi amfani da dabarunsa. Ya karya kasusuwan Raghav. Ya kai masa Karshe. Bayan komai, suka koma makaranta. Ronnie ya gina gunduman malami. Ya ci gaba da koyar da ɗalibai. Soyayya ta yi nasara. Adalci ya tabbata. Ƙarshen labari.
Suddenly, he approached him and punched him in the stomach, forcing him to vomit everything he had drunk. When he learned he was drinking alcohol, he took him to a mirror and told him, "The gazelle wakes up early in the morning to run for fear of being killed, and the lion wakes up early and says, 'If I don't hurry, I won't find anything to eat and will die of hunger.' You must look at your life and find a purpose, or you will die from within. You must complete your training." Ronnie asked him, "What training? Since I came here, all I do is prepare food, clean, and wash clothes." The master was about to attack him, but Ronnie discovered he was able to block the attack and defend himself. The master explained that he had learned speed from doing the chores at the school and told him he had been training since the first day he arrived. Ronnie was surprised and asked for forgiveness for his misunderstanding. After that, Ronnie began his training with all seriousness and surpassed all the students. Meanwhile, Raghav was feeling jealous of him because the master was paying attention to him. The master shook Ronnie's hand and said, "Well done, you have proven that you are a skilled young man," and hugged him because he was up to the responsibility. One day, Ronnie and Siya were together, and Siya saw her father from a distance. Ronnie asked her, "Is that your father?" She replied, "Yes." Ronnie told her to get in a tuk-tuk and leave, which he did because he didn't want her father to know that he loved her. When her father saw him, he said, "Is this how you let your friend go? Shouldn't you have introduced me to her? Let's go have a drink." Ronnie replied, "I'm sorry, but I've stopped drinking." After that, her father was shocked when he saw Sia's ring on Ronnie's hand and realized that the girl he loves is Siya. He tried to take the ring from him, but Ronnie refused, and her father got angry. Her father went and told Raghav everything. Raghav said, "I will kill this boy Ronnie if necessary." The master heard him and said, "Love never comes by force. You can kill, but you will not find love." Raghav, and I will not let you kill anyone as long as I am alive. Raghav was angered by his words and decided to put poison in his father's food and kill him in cold blood. After that, he ordered his men to bring Rani. Raghav's men told Rani that Raghav wanted him. He asked them to wait so he could get something sweet for Subbu. So Raghav's men kidnapped Subbu because they knew Rani loved him. Rani went crazy and ran after them until he reached them and demanded they return the child. But they started tossing the child among themselves, and Rani was stunned, not knowing what to do. Here, Rani lost his composure and his anger erupted. Two of them held him, but Rani unleashed a flurry of punches on them, left and right. The gang fled and threw Subbu to a high place, but Rani caught him. The gang members came down to confront him. Rani bared his teeth and attacked them all, and no one could stand in his way. He grabbed their leader and hit him with all his strength and was about to kill him, but Subbu stopped him. Raghav arrived afterward and started hitting Rani, and Raghav was much stronger than him. Rani tried to hit him but couldn't, as Raghav blocked all his punches. Raghav was about to finish him off, but Rani escaped. Raghav's men ran towards Rani, but Rani grabbed a gasoline hose, sprayed it on them, and held a lighter. Rani asked Raghav the reason for all this. Raghav replied that he was the one at fault for entering Sia's life and that he loves her and will marry her. Rani said, "Impossible, Sia loves me." Raghav retorted, "Women love strength and you are weak." Rani sprayed gasoline on himself and said, "I am ready to die for her. Are you ready too? Come on." Raghav said, "I will finish you and kill you right now." Rani said, "Why are you in such a hurry to kill me? Our battle has just begun." After that, they all went to attend the master's funeral. Raghav decided to let Rani live so he wouldn't become a hero in Sia's eyes and had a specific plan to get rid of him. Rani sat beside the master's grave and cried, saying, "You are the one who made me a man. I will never forget you, and I will complete my training in fighting for your sake." Afterward, the police arrived and arrested Rani for destroying people's shops and scaring them during his street fight. Of course, Raghav was the one who had the police arrest him, as he paid bribes to all the officers in the city. Rani realized that Raghav was the cause, and that Sia's father was in on it with him. Later, Rani was released from prison on bail, paid by Sia's father. Rani then went to tell Sia everything, telling her that her father conspired with Raghav to imprison him and keep him away from her. But Sia said, "Impossible. Then why did my father pay the bail and get you out?" He replied, "So that you wouldn't believe me when I came and told you what happened." And indeed, Sia did not believe Rani's words. Rani told her, "I have decided to travel and will continue my combat training outside the city. The train will leave at 6 o'clock. If you come to say goodbye, I will understand that you love me as I love you." Rani left her and departed. Sia went to her mother, cried, and told her what happened. At that time, her father had injured himself, hitting his head against the wall, and entered the room bleeding, telling Sia that Rani did this to him when he asked him to settle matters between them. He claimed that he hit him, cursed him, and returned a fake ring to her. Sia believed the story and was shocked. Meanwhile, Rani was at the train station with Subbu waiting for Sia, but she did not show up. Her father's plan succeeded, while Sia decided not to marry Raghav and to enter the acting field. Raghav arrived at the filming location, met Sia's father, and slapped him across the face because he had not yet convinced her to marry him. At that moment, Sia appeared, so Raghav kidnapped her and took her to Thailand. The film's producer and Sia's father went to the police station, but the officer told them, "Who kidnapped her? Raghav, the mafia boss? Go and file a complaint with the Minister of Interior, not me." They went to a member of parliament, but he told them he couldn't confront Raghav. Raghav kept Sia locked in a heavily guarded house. Sia's father and the producer went to a high-ranking official in India and asked for help. But when the official learned that Raghav had kidnapped Sia and taken her to Thailand, he told them they couldn't intervene there and that it would take time. The producer left very upset because the film's shooting was halted, causing significant financial losses, and he lost hope of finding a solution. But Sia's father told him there was only one one person who could help them: Ronnie. Ronnie's level in martial arts had improved greatly. At that time, he received a call from the hospital where Sabu was being treated. The child needed surgery to regain his ability to speak. The doctor told him the operation was possible and would be successful, but he had to provide the cost for the doctors to begin. Ronnie sat thinking about how to get the money. The producer and Sia's father arrived, with her father hiding. The producer, Godi, spoke to Ronnie and told him about his problem with the film, while Ronnie was lost in thought, thinking about Sabu. Godi told him, "The star of my latest film has been kidnapped. If you can bring her back, I will give you any amount of money you want." Ronnie looked at him and was shocked when Godi showed him a picture of Sia. Ronnie left him and walked away, saying he would not get involved in this matter. But Sia's father told the producer not to worry, because Ronnie still loves her and would surely save her. Otherwise, why would he get so agitated? Ronnie began to recall his memories with Sia, so Godi went to him and asked if he had changed his mind. Ronnie said he would save her, but only because he needed the money. Ronnie started gathering information about Raghav's guards and traveled to Thailand. Meanwhile, Raghav entered Sia's room and found her angry, smashing everything. He tried to calm her down, telling her not to be afraid and that she would start a new life with him after they get married. Sia said, "Marriage in your dreams. I will kill you if I get the chance." Raghav said, "You are here in my city. Don't think anyone will come to save you." Raghav did not know that Ronnie had just arrived in Thailand. Ronnie arrived at a street fighting ring and challenged the best fighter in the place. The fight began, and everyone was betting on Ronnie's loss. But Ronnie took down his opponent with a single move, which shocked everyone. Ronnie's goal was to reach a person named Jim, the owner of the ring and one of Raghav's guards. Because of Ronnie's victory, Jim lost a huge amount of money in bets. Ronnie's plan worked perfectly, and Jim and his men went to the house where Ronnie was staying. Ronnie started running from them in the street, then began to fight them, taking them down one by one with superior skill. Afterward, Jim raised his gun to his face, but Ronnie snatched it from him and pointed it at him, saying, "Where is Biju?" Jim was scared and told him his location. Biju was one of Raghav's men. Ronnie went to his house and beat him, then pointed the gun at his wife's face and threatened him, saying, "Tell me where Sia is, or you will say goodbye to your wife." Biju said, "It's better not to interfere. You are no match for Raghav, and no one can reach him unless he wants them to." Ronnie pressured him, so Biju got scared and told him the location where Sia was being held, but he warned him that the building was under heavy guard by armed security men, and on every floor there were professional fighters trained at the highest level and world champions in karate and kung fu. He said, "If you get past all of them, you will meet Yang, who is not human but a Chinese killing machine, and on the top floor, Sia will be guarded by an elite group of Indian fighters." At the same time, Raghav entered Sia's room to wake her up and put a chain around her neck, but when she woke up and found him close to her, she hit him. Raghav's guards entered and hit Sia on the head until she lost consciousness. Raghav called Biju and told him that Sia was taken to the hospital. Ronnie asked Biju for the hospital's location, but Biju refused to tell him, so Ronnie killed Biju's wife and found out the hospital's location. Ronnie had kidnapped Jim and put him in the trunk of the car. Ronnie disguised himself as a doctor, and Sia was surprised when she saw him. Ronnie was taking her to leave, but at that moment, Jim managed to call his brother Young and told him that an Indian man had locked him up and entered the hospital. Raghav heard the call and knew it was Ronnie, so he and his men ran to catch him. Indeed, they caught up to him, and Raghav pointed his gun at his face. But Ronnie placed a scalpel on Sia's neck and said to Raghav, "If you or these sheep with you move, I will kill her." He forced them to drop their weapons, and Ronnie escaped from the place, and they quickly got into a taxi. After that, Ronnie took Sia and they boarded a boat heading to an island. Throughout the journey, neither of them looked at the other, and they were reliving their past days. They arrived at the island where Sia's family was supposed to come and pick her up. Ronnie said, "I'm sorry for showing you my face again." She said, "I didn't ask you to come." He replied, "I didn't come for you. I came to rescue you for money." These words angered her, and she said, "I don't want you anymore. And by the way, I could have escaped on my own." Rani was about to leave, but the rain started to fall, so he took off his shirt and put it on her shoulders. At that moment, Sia saw that the ring was still on Rani's hand. She started telling him everything that had happened, and he also told her everything. When they learned the truth, they fell in love with each other again and started dancing and singing. But Raghav and his men arrived, hit him on the head, and took Sia from him. They beat him severely, and Young got out of the car to avenge his brother, as did Biju, whose wife Rani had killed. Raghav said to Rani, "You have written your own death certificate," and ordered Biju and Young to beat him and break his bones. The two began to beat him. Then Biju pulled out his gun and killed Rani in revenge for his wife. Sia collapsed, seeing a reel of their memories flash before her eyes. Rani's body fell into the water, and Raghav took Sia and left, telling her, "I want to start a new life with you and marry you, and if you don't agree, you will follow your beloved." At that moment, the rain began to fall, and Sia felt that Rani was still alive. And indeed, Rani was not dead. He attacked the guards at the entrance and finished them off, then entered the next floor and shattered the bones of the men who stood in his way. He faced the karate and kung fu men and left none of them alive. Rani continued his path like a lion, eliminating anyone who crossed him. Raghav saw him on the cameras and couldn't believe his eyes, realizing that Biju had not killed Rani and had left him alive. Biju said, "I didn't kill him because Rani is right. He had a chance to kill my wife, but he didn't." Raghav laughed and killed Biju. After Rani had eliminated Raghav's men, only the killing machine Yang remained. They entered a fierce fight, and Yang was indeed a powerful fighter, managing to land powerful blows on Rani. He grabbed him and said, "There is a big difference between Chinese fighting and your weak Indian fighting." He hit him in the face and stomach, but Rani gathered his strength and showed him the Indian fighting style he had learned from the master, and broke his bones, saying, "Sorry, the Chinese product doesn't last long," then finished him off and killed him. Sia had escaped. She hugged Rani and said to him, "Let's get out of here." But Rani told her, "We can't. Only one of us will get out of here alive." They went to confront Raghav, who told him, "No one becomes a hero after only 4 months of training." Rani replied, "There's a big difference between a donkey and a horse." Raghav kicked Rani, and Sia tried to attack, but he hit her too. A violent confrontation began between Rani and Raghav was superior to Rani in combat, and Rani's chances against him were slim. Raghav said, "What? Are you tired already? I killed my father to marry Sia, and you come to stand in my way?" When Rani learned that Raghav had killed the master, he became furious and told him, "My master is still alive, and his teachings run in my veins. It's true you are of his blood, but his strength and skill are in my blood." Rani began to perform the master's moves as if he were still alive, and he attacked Raghav, broke his neck bones, then broke his rib cage and spine, and finished him off completely by smashing his skull. After that, they returned to the master's school, where Rani made a statue of him, and they decided to continue training the students after him.